today I'll be working with this fabric, which I got from Lincraft. So I've just gone ahead and cut out my pattern pieces. You can find these linked in my bio. I've included my lining as well and my straps. So I've just gone ahead and ironed out my pieces as well as made my straps and my little loopholes. So I'm putting my right sides together. This is just to show you where the straps and the little loopholes will all be pinned. Once you've completed that, pin all around the top edge and sew. So once you've sewn that, you're going to want to flip it inside out and it should look like this. Along the bottom, I'm now folding up about 1/2 centimeter inwards and pinning. So I've sewn along the bottom edge of my top. I'm then going to take a 6 centimeter long piece of elastic and sew it down the center front of my top. Once you've sewn in your elastic, it should look like this. Thread through your back straps and you're done.
Hey loves! It's now week 17 of learning how to sew and I still have a ton of these leftover bandanas. So I had an idea for a Christmas gift for my boyfriend. I thrifted this kit that I absolutely love and went ahead and started seam ripping the pockets out and sewed a bandana on top of the pockets to replace and reattach them. But halfway through, I kind of wanted to challenge myself and hand sew the bandanas onto the rest of the coat. I realize not everyone has a sewing machine and I want to show that it is still possible if you want to make something by hand for someone special for Christmas this year. And it really only took me about 4 hours to finish the back of the coat. Here's the finished result. This is so fun. It's so edgy and cute. I'm really obsessed with it and I might have to steal it from my boyfriend, but I'm really excited to give it to him. I hope this inspires you for a gift idea. And just remember that some of the best gifts don't always have to be expensive and new.
Okay, so first you're going to fold the tank top in half and then measure out a little triangle for the titty piece and then cut off the straps for later. So you'll have 4 of those triangles. And then you're going to put one of the straps through the titty piece and sew the top 2 edges. So this is how it looks, and just flip it inside out. Then you're going to cut the uneven edge and then cut in half to make 2 little loops. And then you're going to cut those to make little fettuccine strips. Then you're going to put down the strip right side up and put the titty pieces on with 1 inch on each side and the second strip right side down. Then you're going to sew the top seam and the bottom seam, but make sure you don't sew the top part with it. After that, you're just going to flip it inside out and take a metal ring and put the loose ends of the cloth in it, and then you're just going to hand sew next to the ring. I use safety pins to keep it in place and pink thread to match. Then just cut off the excess and you're done.
Sewing on arms is much easier than I ever thought it would be, so here we go. This is usually what I used to follow, but for both of our sakes, I found a free arm pattern online. This pattern is super easy to follow. Just cut out whatever line corresponds to your size and tape the pieces all together. Then on the fold of the fabric, you're going to place your pattern down and then just cut your arm out. And now we get to see it come to life. So right sides together, either using your sewing machine or overlocker, just sew straight down the arm. But as you can see, my armhole of my garment is bigger than the actual arm itself. So to fix this problem, just make the armhole a little bit smaller. After putting wrong sides together, you're going to start sewing your arm onto your garment. Make sure you're adjusting and lining up the armhole and the actual arm itself, or else your arm will end up on your clothing piece. And boom, that is how you sew on an arm. I hope this helped.